Day 46. This is rest day 2 of 2. I took a break yesterday for day 45 from from both running and videos. It's nice to just kind of have a little mental and physical break from everything. I felt much better yesterday. Kind of cleared my head. I sent my coach, Patrick Regan, just an email with my thoughts that I kind of talked about on Saturday's video. I'm really congested today, so I'm sorry if I sound so froggy. But yeah, it was a great kind of reprieve to, just be able to get some of that stuff out and talk to them. So if you hadn't watched the Saturday video, that's fine. It was it was a moment of truth. I was quite frustrated with myself, my performance, and my lack of communication with how I've been feeling. When I reflect on it, I was so tired on Thursday and Friday. I really shouldn't have raced. It felt like I was out on runs that were just taking forever, and I couldn't increase the pace just because my legs were so flat. There were signs going into Saturday's race, and I just didn't listen to my body. And that's what I've been doing for the past 2 weeks, is just not listening to my body. It's giving me telltale signs that I was pushing too much, pushing too hard, pushing too far. And so we're going to switch back to time-based training, and not worry about the mileage, what miles I get, just go out for a run. I think I'll enjoy running a little bit more that way, rather than trying to figure out how many miles I need to get in, or which route to take. I could just go for a run and relax. Also just going to do some more just regular runs, rather than just trying to be out on the trail all the time, and just get some real running in. Just go on the road and run a bit. I simply enjoy the act of running, and I like running faster, to be honest. And I feel like I slow down way too much sometimes. I want to get my legs turning over, kind of get some pace back in them, build aerobic capacity that way. Some changes are in the works. We're going to have a phone conversation this week and kind of talk about things. I think, the race, plus how I was feeling, plus the fact that I didn't get into Western States again, was just a lot Saturday. And I was just trying to process way too much in a very short span of time. And it was good yesterday to just kind of be able to take a moment and think about things, think about my goals, think about what I want, recognize that I am getting towards one of my goals, which is to drop back down in weight. I've been really working diligently with that, as I've said on the videos, so that's working well. I also recognize what I'm doing incorrectly in my training, which will certainly, come around and allow me to, do better in the future with my training. Changing a few things there, which is great. I'm also gonna use my stand-up desk more. I have been sitting a lot for work. When I work on my athlete schedules and such, I've been just sitting And so I can feel, hip flexors are a bit tighter. Just that whole front chain is a bit tighter than it should be, just because I've been sitting. So I'm gonna get back to the stand-up desk, and I've been taking Miles for more walks. I was talking to my wife, and we recognized that I haven't been as active as I was, because I'm working from home. I'm not moving around as much as I was when I was at the run shop. It's when I was there at a daily, I'd be up and down, doing stuff and walking around, and definitely more of an active job. Not to say it's the most active job, but right now it's definitely more sedentary. So recognizing that fact, I take him out for more walks. So I've been getting in about 2+ miles a day of just walking with him, which I think is helping a lot. And he's supposed to be following me right now, but is not, so go find him. So that's been helping a lot. I really enjoyed being able to get out here. I love this road. This is where we live, so take him for runs each day, and walks, which has been fantastic. The weather has been so conducive to do so. So that's, I think, another key factor in staying active. And then I set up phone calls with my athletes for the afternoons, and and there he is. Come on, buddy. And so, good boy. When I have those calls, I make sure that I go outside and walk a bit, just to get in a little extra activity and walking. And I've been, staying on top of the core and strength, which I think is key, and it's huge. I definitely am feeling the benefits from those. We had a good conversation, my wife and I. I think that really helped me get a bigger picture, and recognize that Arizona is coming up, and I'm still early in my training. I'd only done 2 workouts, but I had just done too much volume and didn't have enough rest before that. It's bad races happen, and you kind of want to take a step back and just say, well, what was I doing that made it a bad race? What can I change? What can I do better? And I think we've recognized some key factors. She wants to add some more antioxidants to my diet, get in some more fruits and vegetables, which I think is a great idea. Our sleep patterns have been pretty awful. I go to bed pretty early, she comes to bed really late and wakes me up, and then Miles comes in about 3 a.m. each morning and wakes me up, and so I have really broken sleep. So just need to do a better job of kind of being more consistent with sleep, and trying to get more solid sleep is what I should be doing. So she's going to try to do a better job of getting to bed on time, and we're going to try to leave the door open so Miles can just come in. He doesn't want to push the door open for some reason. So anyhow, I think sleep is obviously a huge factor. So we're giving it a well-rounded approach. I'm also 44 years old, which I've been running for since 32 years now, 31 years now, 31 years of running. And I feel like I still have more to give. I don't, feel by any means that career is over or that I still can't be competitive, but I do need to be more cognizant of, a lot of the factors in my life of what I'm doing, and how it affects my running. So yeah, taking another day off today, just letting the legs kind of come around. But obviously getting out and walking with Miles here, and so other side of things, I got the new Enda shoes, their new trail shoe, which is really a really interesting shoe. I haven't got to run on it yet. Obviously, I just got it yesterday. I slipped it on this morning. Very similar fit to their E10, which is their kind of lightweight. Sorry for the background noise there. Their lightweight trainer. It's got kind of a sock kind of booty construction. So it's really it's a cool shoe. It's a little bit heavier than I would have suspected from coming from this company, and it's a bit stiffer than I would also have expected. So I'm interested to run on it and see how it feels. So first impressions, I think it's it's a good first iteration for this shoe. But there's definitely some room for improvements, and I'll do a full formal review of that one. I promised them I would. They sent me a free pair since I reviewed their E10, and that YouTube video has been pretty popular. So gonna give that shoe a few runs, and it looks very versatile so far as the outsole goes. So it could be a road to trail shoe. It's not very aggressive in the tread. So yeah, stay tuned for the full review of that one as I get more miles on it. And then I posted yesterday on social media, both on Facebook and Instagram. I had some more gear that I posted. People have been also sending me their old gear to make sure it gets into hands of people that can use it, which is super cool. And one athlete posted on the post, which I said that's totally fine. She had a pack to that could be sent off to somebody that needs it. It's just it made my heart just so happy. I'm getting packs into the hands and on the backs, and bottles and handhelds and all sorts of stuff. It just made me feel so good to be able to do this. I really have to say thank you to the Patreon supporters. They have been tremendous in helping me do this. I use that money for shipping so that it doesn't cost folks money. I think that helped turn things around pretty quickly yesterday after I posted that, and just how many people responded and how grateful they were. It's just it's that time of the year especially, and it overwhelmed me with joy just to be able to do it. So I thank my Patreon supporters for that. If you are in a place where you can support me on Patreon, I'll put it in the description. It's just patreon.com/mrrunningpains, and you can support there for as little as $1 a month. And like I said, I'm using it to ship these things to folks. I'm using it for a shoe scholarship right now. So if somebody needs a shoe and can't swing it, I'm so grateful for this opportunity. And it's really, and thanks in part to them. I mean, of course, I'm doing these videos and writing my newsletter and doing the podcast, and trying to put content out there, and hopefully make people recognize what they can do in their training. Don't follow the same mistakes that I've made, which it's it's tough sometimes. I mean, like I said, I've been running for 31 years, and I still make mistakes. I still fall into the same old routines that I did when I was younger, and I know these mistakes, and we make them. We're human. You know, we get into the trap of worrying about mileage. You know, we follow a schedule blindly, right? And that's what I always tell my athletes is, don't follow the schedule blindly. If you don't feel good, just, you know, speak up. Let's move it around. And I didn't follow my own advice. So you know, it's definitely something I need to be better at as well, listening to my own advice. And you know, that's how we improve. That's how we get better and communicate these things. So, you know, I appreciate, Chris, I appreciate you reaching out in your comment. You know, it was spot on, man. You know, things will improve. It takes the recognition and change to make it happen. And, you know, we've begun that process. So thank you again, Chris. I appreciate that. I thank you all so much for watching these. Like I said, I hope you could take something away from them. You know, and if there's anything you want me to talk about, either on these videos or in the podcast or write about in my newsletter, you know, please reach out and you know, let me know. I'm happy to do so. You know, happy to expound on a topic. But once again, thank you guys. Thank you, my Patreon supporters. And until tomorrow, you guys have a great day.